Hello everyone. From the last few videos, we are talking about the different types of seed present in the fruits of angiospermic plants. I have already discussed in detail about the non-endospermic or X-albuminous dicot seed and endospermic or albuminous dicot seed. Now in this video, I am going to focus on third type of the seed, that is endospermic monocot seed. Okay, it is also called as albuminous monocot seed. Name itself tell these are the type of a seed which contain single cotyledon. Okay, and examples are maize, wheat, rice, etc. Okay, so all this type of a seed generally contain single cotyledon. In today's video, we will going to talk about maize seed in detail. The botanical name of the maize is Zea maize, and actually the maize seed is nothing but the caryopsis type of fruit. I have already discussed in fruit section about the caryopsis fruit. Maize grain is generally produced by fusion of seed coat with fruit wall. Okay, so maize seed is generally produced when seed coat of the seed, that is testa, fuse with the fruit wall, that is pericarp, and such seed is generally called as grain. So we call maize grain, wheat grain, rice grain because they are single seeded fruit and they form due to fusion of seed coat and fruit wall. Okay, so in this video I am going to talk about the external and internal structure of maize grain. If we observe the maize grain on the plant carefully, then they are produced on a single large solan peduncle, and this solan peduncle is also called as cope. Okay. Now the seeds are arranged on this cope like this. And all the seeds present on this solan peduncle are covered with green color sheet-like structure, and it is called as husk. Then from each seed a hair-like thin thread arise that run like this and come out of the husk, and these thread-like structures are called as maize silk. They are nothing but the style and stigma which arise from every seed. Okay, actually maize seed is nothing but the grain that is caryopsis type of fruit, and it contains its own style and stigma which is nothing but the maize silk. Okay, suppose we focus on the single seed here and its external appearance, then we can draw a structure like this. Single grain of the maize, generally conical shaped structure. It is flat conical shaped structure having two ends, upper broad end and lower narrow or pointed end. Then when we observe the grain externally, the large upper half is yellow in color. Okay, and it is nothing but the endosperm part. of the grain, while the lower half is white in color, and actually it is the embryo part. So maize grain is divided into two parts, the upper large endospermic part and the lower half is embryo part. Okay. Now at broad end you can see a mark here. This scar represent papillae. Papillae is nothing but the remnant of the style. Okay, as I had told earlier, each seed is attached with a thin hair-like structure, that is style, and that style attached uh, towards the broad end, and the point at which style attached to every seed is nothing but the papillae. Okay, and when we come from endosperm to embryo section, a depression is present here. Okay, so this is the depressed area, and between the depressed area a central ridge is present. So this is the central ridge region. This central ridge represent the embryo axis. That means inside this point embryo is actually present in the grain. Okay, so all these parts are normally visible outside, from outside the maize grain. The narrow end or the pointed end is the portion which attach this grain to the cob or peduncle. Okay, so this is the point by which this grain directly become attached to the peduncle or cob on the plant. So this is all about the external features of the maize grain. When we consider internal structure, if we take the longitudinal section of the maize grain, in that case the outer covering, which is smooth and shining from the outside, is nothing but the seed cover or grain cover, and it is produced by fusion of seed coat, that is testa, with fruit wall, that is pericarp. So the outer cover of the seed or maize grain is the product of fusion of testa and pericarp, that is seed coat and fruit wall. So we call this as a single seeded fruit, which is caryopsis type. Then below the seed cover a layer is present in embryonal and endosperm section. Okay, now this layer which is present in the larger part or in the endosperm region, this layer is called as a Luron layer. Okay, so this is the alluron layer, which mainly contain granular protein called alluron. So this is the protein layer. And now alluron protein is generally triploid in nature. That means the cell of alluron layer are triploid in nature, because this alluron layer is directly made up of cells of the endosperm, and endospermic cells are also triploid. So the cells of alluron layer is triploid in nature. In many exams they ask the question that what is the ploidy of alluron layer, and the answer is alluron layer contain protein and cells of the alluron layer is triploid, and this layer is made up of 1 to 3 cells. That means thickness of the alluron layer vary from 1 to 3 cells. Now the upper portion of the seed, as I told earlier, is endosperm part. So this is the endosperm region, and endosperm is nothing but the nutritive tissue that contain nutrient, and this endosperm provide nutrient to the embryo at the time of germination. So this is the endosperm region which is generally yellow in color, and it rich in starch. It also contains some protein and fats, but it mainly contains starch in excess. Okay, and the cells are triploid in nature because endosperm is generally produced at the time of triple fusion during double fertilization. So it is triploid in nature and rich in starch. So you can see here the endosperm region, which is present towards broad end of the seed, contain two different types of biomolecules, that is protein and starch. Protein is present in aileron layer and starch is present in endosperm region. Now this endosperm region is separated from embryo region by a layer of cell, and this layer is called as epithelial layer. The layer is made up of epithelial cells which separate endosperm region from embryo region of the seed, and the layer performs two important functions, that is secretion and absorption. Epithelial layer or cells of the epithelial layer secrete some hormone that help in synthesizing enzyme inside the endosperm, and this enzyme perform solubilization of the endosperm, and the soluble nutrient from the endosperm is directly provided to the embryo. So the first function of the epithelial layer is secretion. Okay, they secrete some hormones. Okay, and these hormones directly are responsible for synthesizing enzyme inside the endosperm, and the enzyme then solubilize the endosperm or the nutrient which is present in the endosperm. So the epithelial layer directly take part in solubilization process of the endosperm. After the solubilization, the nutrient from the endosperm region is transported to embryo region by this epithelial layer. Okay, epithelial layer absorb the nutrient and transport them to the embryo section. So these are the two important functions which is carried out by epithelial layer in maize grain. Now below the epithelial layer a small region is present which is called as embryo region, and now this embryo region contain important part, that is embryonal axis. So this is the embryonal axis. The upper part, okay, of the embryonal axis is called as plumule, while the lower end is called as radicle. The plumule after seed germination produce shoot system, while radicle after germination give rise to root system. The plumule is protected by two structures, okay, out of which the first structure which is cover the plumule is called as embryonal leaf. Okay, and above the embryonal leaf another covering is present on the plumule, and it is called as coleoptile. So two structures are present on the plumule which are protective in function. They are coleoptile and embryonal leaves. Now similar two structures are also present which cover the radicle. The first structure which cover the radicle is root cap, and the other structure which also present on the radicle is coleorhiza. Okay, so each point, that is plumule and radicle, is protected by the cover. The first is plumule, which is protected by embryonal leaf and coleoptile, and radicle is protected by root cap and ciliorhiza. Okay, a opening is present at this point on the embryonal region, and through this opening plumule come out at the time of seed germination. The coleoptile also move along with the plumule, okay, when it come out through this opening, and this coleoptile make the friction less at the time of germination of the plumule. Okay, so this coleoptile protect the young plumule or young shoot at the time of seed germination. Similarly, the root cap and ciliorhiza region protect radicle. Now, in between the plumule and radicle, all other parts which is present in normal embryonal axis is also present here, like epicotyle region, hypocotyle region, and at the center embryonal node is present. Okay, so this is the normal embryo axis, which is also observed in dicot non-endospermic and dicot endospermic seeds. Okay, so this is the embryonal axis. Now, from the center of the embryonal axis, a single cotyledon arises, and this is the cotyledon of maize grain. This cotyledon cover maximum portion of the embryo section of the seed. Okay, so this is the cotyledon region, and the seed contains single cotyledon, so it is called as monocot seed. The cotyledon which is present in the maize grain is also called as scutellum. So scutellum is the single thin papillary cotyledon present in the maize grain. This cotyledon do not contain nutrient or the nutritive tissue, so it is thin and papillary. It only performs function of transport of the nutrient which is coming from the endosperm towards embryo axis at the time of seed germination. So this is all about the internal structure and external structure of the maize grain. Okay, in this video we have discussed few important structures which is visible on the maize grain from the outside and from the inside. Remember that from the outside you can see broad region and narrow or pointed region, papillae, yellow part which is endosperm, white part that is embryo, a depression and central ridge, and a pointed end. And from internal structure you can easily observe seed cover that is made up of testa and pericarp, that is the product of fusion of these two. Then below the seed cover, aileron layer is present in endosperm region, then epithelial layer which separate endosperm from the embryo, and in the embryo region you can find embryo axis which have plumule and radicle and single cotyledon, that is scutellum. So this is all about the maize and its structure. In my next video, I am going to talk about the last type of seed, that is non-endospermic or X-albuminous monocot seed. Thank you.